Joe White from Get Life Coaching, and welcome to another edition of Live Free. So, with the holidays just days away, I want to reach out to you and really share a message of hope. Because for many people, this is one of the toughest times they have to endure during the holiday season. So, if this resonates with you, please listen. And if you know someone that this resonates with, maybe you want to share this with them. Because, we look back and the holidays just magnifies the hurt, the loss, the relationships, childhood memories. And it seems so easily that we can just get overwhelmed with these emotions and these feelings. And there's so many articles out there, everything from how to take care of your body and contribute and give outside yourself. And I think there's value in all of that. But I just wanted to come here and just record something real quick and share with you really two powerful things I would like you to remember. And the first one is, no matter what you're going through, no matter how bad the challenges or how overwhelming the feelings are, understand this, that no problem, not your past, not what's lurking ahead, nothing is bigger than who you are at your core, at your soul. I know it feels at times like it is. I mean, trust me, for the past 14, 15 months, my life has been on a roller coaster on a personal level. And there's been times where, I got to be honest, I want to crawl in a hole, it felt like, right? And I got caught in this thinking like, how am I going to get through this? What am I going to do? I can't take anymore. But at the end of the day, I realized, and what I've always realized, what I teach, right, is what we are inside is so powerful. And this isn't just like feel-good mumbo-jumbo, right? We lose ourselves in those moments. We lose ourselves in thinking about missed expectations or what's not in our lives anymore. And we're going to process, right? Come to our seminar, right? And if you can't afford it, I'll pay for you. I don't care, right? We can work through those challenges. But in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, however long this video is, right? We have to come to a basic understanding. And that basic understanding is no matter what you feel, don't get tricked by what you feel. Because inside of all of that is you. I look at my daughter Emily, she's going to be 3 in January. And she runs around like the craziest, the most lovable soul. She's not fearful. She doesn't, worry about missed expectations. She could, me and her get into a little misunderstanding, right? And then 15 minutes later, she's happy as can be. And it reminds me of the simplicity of what we are. And we are beauty, we are grace, we are a whole. I was reading something the other day, it pissed me off because it was talking about, being broken and being fragile. And we're not broken and we're not fragile. We may feel it at times, but we certainly aren't broken and we certainly aren't fragile. And it may feel like it at times, like I said, but at the end of the day, we are strong. And we are powerful beyond measure. Just Google Marianne Williamson, Our Greatest Fear, and you'll read some powerful words that remind us of what we are. Well, our Creator made us, and if you believe in God, it's great. If you don't, it's that force, that human experience. And you see it. You see when people come together for a common good or to help out family who's in need. This is crazy time with the elections and the world issues and turmoils. But none of that dismisses a simple fact, my friends, that we are at a level of our soul is beautiful. We are filled with grace, love, gratitude. These are the essence of who we are. And we can't just give that up. And we can't give up that fight and throw our hands in the air and say, no, I can't, I'm done. No matter how hard or difficult the task may feel, there's only one way through any problem, challenge, or obstacle. And that is straight through it. And you do that when you feel encouraged. And you do that when you feel desperate, like there's nothing else you can do. We must move forward. It could be a big step, a small step, a crawl. But take a step forward. Do something different today to change how you feel, how you think, and what you're focusing on. And my second point is something that impacted my life. God, it was 23 years ago. And I just had like a 2 weeks clean. And I was DJing. I used to own a disc jockey company. I'm working in this bar I used to work on. It was a Tuesday night. I remember it. And the night was dead. And I was DJing, and it was like no one there. So you're playing to, the bartenders, right? And it had all these TVs, and they were doing this ESPN special, right? And I wasn't even paying attention to what it was. I was paying attention to every beer commercial that came on, right? It was like 27 TVs, Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light. And I wanted to drink so bad. And a part of me, right, knew if I went to the bar, even if I said I'm going to the bar to get a water, I was going to get a shot, I was going to get a beer, and I'd be off and running again. And I so desperately wanted to stay clean. And I remember I just started going to 12-step meetings. So I had this phone list, a list of phone numbers of people who attend the meetings that you can call. And I was so torn. Like, do I call or do I get a drink? Do I call or do I get a drink? And the more I started to kind of get stuck in that moment, the more I wanted a drink. And literally, I was about to step to the bar, and I looked up, and I saw every single TV had a message. And the message was, don't give up. Don't ever give up. And that touched me right here. It was grace to me, right? It was a serendipitous moment. They were doing a special on a guy named Jim Valvano, an NCAA college basketball men's coach that passed away, and gave this amazing speech. And his phrase to his kids and to anyone who listened was, don't give up, don't ever give up. And I saw that message, and it saved my life. I don't believe in luck, I believe in grace. In that moment, I had grace. And I felt it. So I picked up the phone. It was like one of those big cell phones at the time. I dialed the first person's number in, and they weren't there. I dialed the second number, they weren't there. Third number. I did 15 people, and nobody was there. Didn't know what was happening. I can tell you now, it broke my pattern, right? The message on the board, the phone, right? Just calling people. And I just remember telling myself, I just can't give up. No matter how bad I felt like I needed to use, in that moment, I just couldn't give up. But just don't give up in that moment. So I called my girlfriend at the time, and I called her, and I said, Kim, I want to use. She's like, what? I said, yes, I want to use. Will you talk to me till I get home? And she talked to me all the way home. And I stayed clean. And I look back at that moment, and I think our lives are filled with defining moments, right? That, for me, was a defining moment. And it taught me a very valuable lesson, that this too shall pass. The feeling of using, the feeling of being hopeless, the feeling of being despair and being in despair, the feeling of powerlessness. Everything lasts. But if we give up, we don't realize that. And for some people, it's giving up emotionally, and some people, it's giving up life. So I hope this message resonates with people out there. The holidays, like I say, they just intensify and magnify feelings. But there's always hope. There's always hope by taking a step forward, reaching out to a friend, right? Give me a call, right? I'll talk to you, right? Like I said, it's not about solving the problems in these few minutes we have together. If you're out there and you're in desperation and you don't have the money, contact our office, right? I'll give you a ticket to our Ultimate Breaking Through the Barrier. This is just a plea to you out there. A plea to you to take care of yourself, to believe in yourself. You may not believe in yourself for a lifetime or for a month, but believe in yourself in this moment. And believe in the fact that if you don't give up, things pass. Pain heals. Scars, they will heal too. And ultimately that our lives here matter, no matter how you feel at this present time. So I thank you for listening. And again, if this resonates with you, take this and carry it forward. And if you know someone, just pass it on. So until next time, this is Joe White from Get Life Coaching. Live free, everybody. Bye-bye.